Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to the inaugural episode of the Sunday Spotlight. We are Dr. Dondi and Marcy Nettles. We are your hosts and presenters tonight. We've got some great information about a book we're going to be going through together because this is a brand new night, brand new focus, and I would even tell like a brand new agenda and kind of what our objectives are in this next, well, this chapter, the Sunday Spotlight chapter, which we just said as last Monday. We said goodbye to the TFR Motivation Monday Zoom. We loved that thing. It was probably going for about 6 years. And prior to that, the M3 call for the previous 9 years, I think, before that. So we're just excited at this new day, new approach, and same time though, right?
Yep, same time. And we're going to keep tonight very, very tight because it is the last day of the month and we want all of you to be able to go and close out as strong as you possibly can.
Yes.
So first of all, we record these every single week. They always go up on the Team Freedom Reigns YouTube channel. This is the QR code. If you're back here on the replay, please go on there, subscribe so that you can always go and find the recordings of these calls. So first of all, we have 5 hours left of the anniversary promotion that is going on for LifeVantage's 15th year. 30% off retail for all customers, whether they are new or they are your current customers. That's off of these products that are on the screen right here. And then for us consultants, we also get 20% off of these products off of the consultant price. So that's the lowest price you will ever see these products. So make sure that you're taking advantage of that for yourself. And if you haven't reached out to all of your customers, make sure that you are getting with them now to close out this month super, super strong, because you still have time to be able to earn yourself a Rise Era track, okay? This Rise Era track, how do you get it? 750 in new volume. That's customers and consultants. You are required to have at least one consultant for that 750 in volume, and they need to have at least 150 SV as their order so that they qualify to help you earn that track. Or you can simply get one business pack and you are qualified to earn a track in the month of June. So you still have time utilizing the promotion, the sale that's going on to be able to accomplish that.
So good.
Now we're doing these things, so this is going to be a little bit different because we're going to be just giving you a week at a glance because the Momentum Monday email for corporate comes out tomorrow. So make sure that you are always looking for that email on Mondays so that you get all of the details for the week in case we don't have the information on Sundays. So week at a glance for this week. Tomorrow, we've got starting conversations at 5 p.m. Mountain Time. That will just be with me. Come and work with me as Dondi's got his new venture in a chiropractic practice starting tomorrow. So that will be with me. We will spend 30 minutes starting new conversations because if you are not starting new conversations, your business, and you are dying out, right? Because you don't have the new prospects coming in. Now, that is the same Zoom ID as what you use to get on to this call tonight. It's always the same each month. Then also tomorrow night, directly after the starting conversations at 6:30 p.m. Mountain Time is going to be the FAB or the Field Advisory Board's monthly kickoff call. The details will be in the Momentum Monday corporate email. So make sure that you go and look at that because they are going to help you take a look at how you closed in June and help you set goals in July so that you end the month in July better than you're ending in June. Okay. So it's all about setting those goals, how to break it down and how to move forward to accomplish them. And then on Tuesday, we've got the Momentum Live. Every week, 10 a.m. Mountain Time, and that is on the US LifeVantage Consultant Facebook page. So make sure that, again, you'll get the details in the corporate email. And then on Wednesday, the first Wednesday and the third Wednesday of every single month, Dondi and I do the Meet LifeVantage Opportunity presentation. That is at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. It's always the same Zoom details, and they're right there at the bottom of this page. Take a screenshot quick so that you've got these details, and then favorite that photo so that you can always go back to it for the details for these calls.
Good tip.
Thanks.
And we have the Rise Activated Virtual event coming July 20th. This is going to be awesome. So if you haven't already signed up to host this, please do. But we've got two great speakers. We've got Brandon Cunningham and we have Daniel Song. This is going to be, well, just put it this way. There's going to be some stuff that you don't yet know that are going to be revealed on this event right here, the Activate virtual event, July 20th, 2024. Get registered, get registered, get registered. What did I say? Get registered and host if you can.
Yeah. And by the way, guys, if you are new and have not used the ticket that came with your consultant pack for the virtual event that they offer you with that pack, you can utilize that for this. Just make sure that you go to register and use the promo code for that. If you don't know what it is, you can call into consultant support and they'll be able to help you get registered using that free ticket that came with your consultant pack, okay? And otherwise, this QR code will take you to the registration page.
That's right.
Now, if you register as a host, you will be invited to the July executive call where they're going to be doing watch party host training. That is going to be on July 12th. We don't know the time quite yet, but it is only for people that register to be hosts for the July event. Okay, so get registered. And we are hosting. So if you are anywhere near Arizona, we hope that you would come and join us if you are not hosting a party yourself. So again, we're going to be having the training, then we're going to do an opportunity presentation. So we are asking you to bring guests and we're going to have a potluck. So bring a dish to share and we're going to have some fun and build community here at the Nettles home on the 20th. So if you're anywhere near Arizona, we would love to have you.
Yes. We've got the Market Connect. That is what used to be the Elite Academy. Then it got changed to, what was it after that? The Momentum Academy. Now we're calling it Market Connect, at least this one. I'm not sure if it's going to catch on and it's going to be all moving forward, but suffice to say that in Kansas City on the 11th of October through the 12th of October is the Market Connect live in-person event. So get registered for that. It's only $79. It will go up to $99 and it will go up after that. And get registered now because waiting just what?
Cost you
more money. And that's not a good business decision.
And remember what we pointed out, this event is going to be really important because just like when we launched Collagen, they had amazing training and really great tips to be able to help you come out and utilize that product to build your business. We have another new product launch, and I think that this one's going to be as big as the Collagen.
That's the hope.
Yeah. So guys, you want to be there because you want to get the hands-on training and the know-how to be able to share this product with all of the people that you know and care about, okay? And the people you don't know yet. So make sure that you're registered and take advantage of the hotel blocks. As I mentioned before, the Crown Plaza is $50 cheaper than the Marriott, but it'll fill up fast. So make sure you go and get your room secured.
Yes, yes.
So here we are to the new call. Go ahead.
The new call. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to introduce what we're going to be doing over the next, I think, 8 weeks. It's the Sunday Spotlight. We're going to be going over Eric Worre's book, Go Pro. 7 Steps to Becoming a Network Marketing Professional. And that's inherent in the title. Go Pro means if you're going to do this, go pro. Because if you look at it as a hobby, if you treat your LifeVantage business opportunity as a hobby, what do you do with hobbies? You pay to play hobbies. But as a professional, you get paid to play. And that's the objective. That's why we have our goal to get you to the what do they call it? Foundation rank. Yes, I knew that. So the foundation rank, and that's when your contribution financially is absorbed and you get profit on top of that with your commissions. That's why they call it the foundation rank. So when your hobby becomes a professional endeavor, that's when you are profitable. And then when you're profitable, you very rarely ever quit. The problem in network marketing is most people don't stick it out long enough to get there, or they don't take the right approach, which is exactly what this book gets into. And if you think about whatever your career is now, or whatever it used to be, or whatever it is, I guarantee you it's more than 7 skills. There's only 7 skills in network marketing. And when you master them, you become a professional. We're going to talk about that. They're very easy to implement. You do not even need to have graduated from even as like 6th grade to have enough wisdom and knowledge to apply these skills. It's just practical application and repetition and commitment to that process. So we're going to be going over the training series over the next 8 weeks, but this is it. Go Pro. by Eric Worre.
And if you don't have the GoPro book yet, the QR code there will take you right to it on Amazon. You can go and pick it up, have it shipped to you in just a couple days, and get on track with reading with us, because we will have it broken down with a reading schedule where you're going to be able to take a screenshot here in just a couple slides. So make sure that you do that. This, I think, way too often we overcomplicate things, and that's why we wanted to go to this book, because he keeps it so simple, and we just want to go back to the basics, right? Back to the basics. So the 7 skills to success in network marketing, these are what we're going to be learning and becoming very proficient in over the next 8 weeks. Okay. So the first one is finding prospects. And remember, we're going to be starting conversations tomorrow night. That's part of the finding prospects aspect, is going in and adding to your funnel. Plus, we just had a really great call on that with Holly Tommett. Go back and watch 2 weeks ago when Holly Tommett was our special guest, and she gave us her sheet with all of the details on how to fill your funnel, where to go to look for people, how to make contacts, and how to turn them into great prospects for your business. Okay, so that's the first skill. You want to help?
Second skill is inviting prospects to understand your product or opportunity. And I want to read that again very carefully. Inviting prospects to understand your product or opportunity, not teaching your prospects. This is one of the biggest lessons I had to learn, is number 2 right here, because it's inviting them to look at it, not for you to share it with them, teach them, or whatever. It's the whole process. It's why ITT works so well. It's the invitation, the tool, and then the team. But it's to get your prospects to understand our products and our opportunity, so they can make an educated decision, not an impulsive one.
Yeah. And then the third one is presenting your product or opportunity to your prospects. We want to break it down to a very simple, I mean, we're going to be showing you a push play method that's going to be able to help make it so simple for you to share this information, to where you are connecting them to the information. You are not the information, right? That's the important thing. So this is going to break that down very clearly for you.
And let me just kind of add to that. So, because as Marcy said, we've got this press play program we're going to show you guys that is so super simple, because some days a human being can have a good day, a bad day, an off day, not show up. That's the limitation when we tell the information. When you use a tool, it's always, always, always the same. It's always the same length if it's a video. It always says the same thing if it's a video, and you use it always the same way. It doesn't ever have a good day or a bad day or an unpredictable day, or it doesn't ever say too much. It's exactly the way it is, which is why presenting your product or opportunity to your prospects. And number 4.
And if you're not presenting, you're not making money, by the way.
Right.
People that do more presentations make more money. So we want to get you into the presenting saddle. Okay. Get you working there.
Whether it's in person in front of a room with a whiteboard, or whether it's in person in front of the room with a clicker and a PowerPoint, or whether you're on Zoom, whatever it is, the presenters are the ones making money. And then number 4, following up with your prospects, because the fortune is in the follow-up. If you do a world-class presentation and everybody's wowed and gives you feedback, but you don't follow up, guess what you just did? Marcy loves to put it this way. You primed the pump for the next person, because they've already seen the information. They already had a wow experience. And then if you don't follow up and someone else comes along and shares it with them, they're already ready. You just didn't follow up. They're going to join that other person's business.
Yeah, they say that it takes 5 to 6 contacts if you're an in-person, over the phone, that type of prospecting, for somebody to say yes to you, to look at information and to follow through with that. And so if you are sharing information with someone and you're giving them all kinds of information, but you don't continue to do the follow-up until they make a decision, then you've gone through like 3 or 4 of those 5 or 6 times that it takes for somebody to make a decision for somebody else.
Yes.
Right. So don't do that. Let's make sure that we are following up as much as possible. And if you're choosing to build your business on social media, guess what? It takes a heck of a lot more. It takes like 30 times of them seeing you present something, whether it's our collagen with before and after photos, or it's our skincare regimen, all that kind of stuff. And so if you are not following up with those people, what you're doing is you are just doing the work, and then someone else can come in and get the yes from that person, because they ended up being there and following up when they were ready. So make sure you follow up. And then number 5 is helping your prospects become customers or consultants. This is where we actually ask them, Okay, so would you like a suggestion? Can I give you a suggestion on where I think you should start? Or would it be helpful if I gave you a suggestion on where you should start? Right? Because we want to ask them to get started. We don't want to just sit there and wait for them to tell us they're ready. A lot of the time, your prospects are sitting there waiting for you to say, okay, let's go.
Yep.
Let's do this. It's time for you to get activated. I'd love for you to be a business partner and make money. How would you like to share it and make money like I do? Right? Let's ask for the close is what we need to be doing. So we're going to be going over that and helping your prospects become customers or consultants. And number 6.
Number 6, helping your consultant get started. Helping your consultant get started. That's the whole thing. The starting process, the way they start, if they start out with excitement, with enthusiasm, and most importantly, results, then they're much more likely to stay as leaders in your business.
Yeah. And then the 7th skill to success is promoting events. The people and the leaders that promote the events the best are the ones that are the most successful and are making the most money or making the most impact. Any of that are influencing the most people. Whatever your desire is, they're the ones that are getting more people activated and helping them with their health. They're the more of the ones that are helping people come together in community so they don't feel like they're alone. They're the ones that are getting the best results for whatever their goals are the ones that are best at promoting events. So that's the 7th skill that we're going to be focusing on as we read Eric Worre's book together.
And number 7 is probably the most important. It's the one that if you do all the others and you don't promote events, you're literally leaving everything on the table. And here's the reason. One of the things, and Eric Worre gave this statistic, when you look at your team, when you look at your organization, from whoever is in your downline, your entire organization, how many of them are attending events? If you have that number, there is a very, very strong correlation to that many thousands of dollars that you will earn in your business that calendar year. So if you have 100 people registered at the next corporate event, you're probably going to make 100 grand that year. It's so predictable, because literally events are where decisions are made. And there has not been a downfall in the events going from live and in person before COVID to now virtual events for the companies that have them. Virtual events, in-person events, does not matter. What matters is how many people on your team are actually at those events, not just registered, but show up and either get on Zoom or they take up a button seat in a live presentation or in a live event. So important. And promoting events is probably the biggest money-making skill of these 7 is the last one, promoting events.
Yeah. And so guys, what I'd love to hear in the comments, if you are hosting the July 20th virtual event, we would love to know that, first of all. And then what is your goal? How many guests do you want to have there in the room with you, right?
Yes.
Whether they're your guests or they're your team's guests, how many guests? And then how many personal guests are you going to have there with you as well? And then Hagen made a really good point on number 5, helping your prospects become customers or consultants. And she said, it's always a no if we never ask, right? So we've got to ask for sure. That's awesome. And yes, you need to show the way. So make sure that you are personally registered before you're asking your team to register.
Absolutely.
All right, so this is going to be our reading schedule of the book. See, it keeps hopping around on me. That July 21st one goes forward, it goes back. It just doesn't.
What's happening on
It's
July
a
21st?
mind. It's got a mind of its own. It's the day after the 20th.
Yeah.
So who knows? Maybe something really awesome is going to be announced at that. Well, we know it's going to be, right? I think they said that we're going to have a new incentive trip announced, aren't they?
That's what they said.
Oh, so we're all going to be on fire. So make sure that you are here for that day. But for the first chapter, we're going to read that this week. So make sure that you get your book ordered. If you have not gotten it yet, the QR code's right there at the bottom of the screen. Get it ordered and get reading the first chapter, which is Eric Worre's story. Okay. And then for July 14th, we're going to be reading chapters 2, 3, and 4 because they are very short chapters. But that's going to move us into chapter 4 is skill number 1 in finding prospects, which is perfect to be reading that before the July 20th, because as you start finding new prospects, you have something to invite them to for July 20th, the virtual event, right? And then the next week is chapter 5. That's going to be inviting your prospects to understand your product. And then chapter 6 is July 28th, chapter 7, August 4th. And then chapters 8 and 9 are going to be August 11th. And these are the dates that we're going to be reviewing it. So you need to have these chapters read by the time you show up at the call. And please show up at the call with your book.
Yes, with your book.
And come to have a conversation. Come to bring your insights. Come to share what you learned, because we want this to be interactive and we want this to be really a great focus time for us. Because if we aren't taking it serious and putting into action the things we're learning, then we're just filling our heads with more gunk, right? Because knowledge is not power. Knowledge put into practice and taken action on is powerful, right? Because that's where the activity comes from. And then, of course, you can see the rest of the reading schedule there. So please take a screenshot of this and then come in on these weeks and be prepared with your chapters read. And I think you're really going to just start feeling a lot more confident as you read the chapters, you hear the simplicity behind the message, and start to become more proficient in these 7 skills in building your network marketing business.
Absolutely. It's one of the things that I love this book, and I just looking through how many times I've read it. I've read it at least 3 times because I highlight a different color every time I read it. It ends up where the binding gets broken and the pages fall out. That's how you want to be able to just go back and reference this book. And you're going to find out in the first chapter that you read, which is Eric Worre's story. And he talks about when he got started when he was 23 years old and how he only graduated from high school, never went to college, didn't even consider him a very smart person at all. But he was successful in real estate prior to this. And then he's built his business 7 different times that he talks about in the book. Had to, in other words, rebuild his organization 7 different times because as he was learning these skills. And he had some great mentors, but he didn't follow them all the time. And that's, again, he's human. And there's a lot of humility in the book. You will relate to it a lot. But he talks about in the book that network marketing is not perfect. It's just better than everything else. And why? And even if you decided even at the end of reading this book that network marketing was not for you, you would have a much better way of making it successful when you change that. And I would be very surprised if you had that conclusion by the time you got done reading the book, because it makes it so simple. And again, it's only 7 skills. But here's the problem. Here's the pitfall. Sometimes when it seems too simple, we don't take it serious because it seems too simple. It's not. It takes commitment and discipline and a decision to be successful, but it isn't hard. Being successful in network marketing is difficult, but it's not hard. And the reason it's difficult is because it requires your commitment, your consistency, and your surrender to things you think you know, but you really don't. And I'm speaking, but that is me. I had to humble myself a lot in this business, but it's been the best personal and professional development program I've ever been in, disguised as a network marketing business.
Yes, I love it. I love this book because it really does break things down and makes it achievable for you so that you don't feel like you're just continuing to spin your wheels. Okay. And then one of the things that we love to do with this book as well. And so as Cammie's on here, and Cammie's got a copy coming to her because we like to provide these to our personally sponsored consultants. And so Jatan, we have one for you as well. So don't purchase the book. We'll be getting that to you so that you can be reading this right along with us. So that's something that we would suggest, that if you're able to purchase these books and to give them as a gift to your new consultants to help them get started with these 7 skills. So we're excited to be going over these with you. And as I mentioned at the very beginning of this call, we wanted to keep it a very tight call because we know that it is the end of the month and we have got that amazing 15th anniversary promo that expires today, where all new and current customers can receive many of our product catalog for 30% off of the retail price. And then for you as consultants, you can get an additional 20% off of the consultant price for what you purchased today. So go into your replicated website and see what's on sale and Go for
Get
it.
after it.
All right, let's end this fiscal year strong. You guys are amazing, and we are so grateful that you're here. And thank you so much for joining us. And oh, by the way, I wanted to shout out Hagen again because she is hosting in Northern Colorado. She is putting the intention out there to have a dozen guests and having 4 of those be her own. So congratulations, that's amazing. And yes, Cami, we're so jazzed as well. So let's go, let's go, let's go. And let's go finish this month. Let's close out strong. Let us know if there's anything that we can do to help you, okay? All right,
Yes,
take care,
yes,
guys.
yes. Bye, guys. See you next Sunday.
Oh my gosh, is anything else?
Bye.
Out like Zoom is like really screwing with my head right now. Like there's like no leave or there's like no end. It's like, how do you do it now, guys? Does anybody know?
Stop share.
Maybe so. Oh, there it is. You have to get out of everything before you can end the Zoom. But hey, it's so good to see all of your faces. Hey, Rick, good to see you. Hi, Hagen, Cami. Thank you for being on here with us live, guys. All right, let's go do this.
All right.
Bye.
Guys.
Bye.